ago we used to be cool. Go and kick it on some meta shit the metas won't believe true. I know before we couldn't see both summers, all you needed was some loving, but you know I couldn't see too.
Okay, so for those of you that saw video from 2 videos ago, you knew that ever since I got done drifting this S14 at Orlando Speed World, I kind of broke it. Now, it's not that bad. I think it's a pretty easy fix, but I need to get this thing off the trailer, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Might just have to roll her off. But we have all of the cars moved out of the way so that we can load up the FRS onto the trailer, then work on the 240 in the driveway.
I just complain all the time, don't I, about too many cars and too many wheels, too many of this, too many of everything, and too many fire ants.
Where?
Huh?
Where?
Right here. Oh, look at them come out. Look at them come out.
You missed the hole.
Huh? No, see, they were coming out of this one.
Oh. You're crazy.
Nutty.
All right, help me get the 240 off the trailer real quick. Now the issue we are having, I cannot shift into any gear. Oh, well, wait, it just shifted in perfectly, but not first gear. Okay, well, it's in reverse. Maybe it's not broken. It's still broken. It still needs stuff replaced.
That's what you get for drifting it.
So the issue I was having was what I thought was the master cylinder for the clutch or the slave cylinder being bad. Because the morning after the drift event, when I went to shift the car into gear, I couldn't for the life of me get it in without grinding the gears pretty bad. Drift Dad doesn't think it's a master cylinder or slave issue. He thinks it's something worse. That's just because
it's just the clutch.
That's because you're a Debbie Downer.
No, you change out the clutch. But you can change out the master. It's not going to hurt it.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's just a you know, other 30-minute job that turns into 6 hours, but that's okay. That's what we do. It's fun. It's bonding time, right?
Yeah. Okay, but before we get working on the S14, gonna throw the FRS up on the trailer.
Yeah. That sounds awful.
So are you gonna make me back the trailer up into the garage?
Yep.
Bet you I can do it on the first time.
I bet you can't.
Well, maybe not the first time, but the third time, because I'm gonna have to pull forward a little bit.
It's gonna take you 5 times pulling forward and back.
Okay, we'll see.
And then I'll even say, even then, you're gonna give up, or you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna start all over again.
No.
All right?
No. $5?
Huh?
$5?
$5.
There we go.
All right, well, here he goes. There's no way. He got lucky last weekend, I think, when he did it. But you know what I can always do? I can always sabotage him, too. Hey, what are you doing? We're just driving the neighbor's yard. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's only the neighbor's yard. Who cares? Keep it coming. You're doing what you're doing well. Don't worry about the landscaping. You're just gonna kill it. Keep cutting. Keep cutting. Look at that. Keep cutting. Well, I guess I gotta eat my words. I can't believe it. What, you didn't even back up more than 3 times. But I'm not giving you $5 because you took out more than $5 worth of my landscaping, so.
Okay, that's fair. Did I destroy the landscaping? Rest in peace, little bush. Give this video a thumbs up in memory of this poor little bush. All right, I have my transmission fluid. Decided to go with Redline MT90. Everyone had recommended this off of the forums and Facebook pages. And I got my new master cylinder and slave cylinder to install. But let's see, let's look in this cap. From what everyone says, if it's nasty and brown, it needs to be replaced. Yeah, that's almost looking like a brown sludgish type of fluid. So Drift Dad has been the one to volunteer as tribute to loosen up the brake fluid or the clutch fluid line. Well, it is brake fluid. Yeah, you're fine. Now we should be able to twist this out. Oh, that's sludge that we don't want in that thing. Ugh. But because we have all of the fluid out of the master cylinder, of course, there's not going to be any pressure to hold up the clutch pedal, so it just immediately collapses. Now let's go ahead and take out this master. You know what I just realized? They call it a master and a slave cylinder. The master provides all the fluid.
Politically is correct.
And the slave does all the work. All right, so we got the old master cylinder out. You can tell just the difference in age and what an old master cylinder looks like.
It's basically one's dirty, one's clean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you get that? One's dirty, one's clean. So if you take one out and you get confused, just the dirty one is the old one.
All right, Drift Dad is underneath trying to adjust the travel length. Don't die in there. But basically there's a little cotter pin that sits into the arm of the master cylinder that pushes back on the clutch pedal. So you will have to mess with it just a little bit just to make sure that you have enough travel. And we might even need to adjust it once we get fluid in it too. New slave and master's in. We've already bled all of the air out of the system. Use this bleeder valve right here. And what I suggest is that you get a piece of clear hose to put on the end, and then it uses a 10 millimeter to loosen. So then what you do is you have your friend or your dad, in this case Drift Dad, to pump the clutch pedal a couple times and then to hold it. And then as soon as he holds it, you loosen this up, let all the air out, tighten it, then repeat the process. Really wasn't all that bad. But now it's time to do transmission fluid. Now we haven't changed out the trans fluid ever since I got the car. So I'm hoping not to see a lot of shavings from the synchros being bad. But then again, if I need to replace the transmission, I could find one for stupid cheap.
Stupid cheap?
Yeah. Oh, those metal shavings aren't good, but it's typical. I definitely recommend you guys investing in any type of fluid pump, especially when you have fill plugs where you can't even fit the bottle on. Okay, all of the work is complete. Filled up the transmission with what, about 2.5 quarts of transmission fluid? It's
About half a quart on the concrete.
No, we didn't spill much.
Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Uh-oh.
Wow, there's not much clutch.
Not much clutch.
No.
Would I be able to convince you to take this thing to the street spot to do a donut or two?
I'm a law-abiding citizen, okay?
More like a law-abiding chicken, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, law-abiding chicken. Feels fine.
Feels good?
Feels fine.
Yeah.
Did you notice it after you were drifting?
No, I didn't. No,
It's just the next morning.
the next morning, yeah.
Because why would a master cylinder just go out like that?
I don't
That's
know.
what doesn't make sense. I still think that your clutch is probably going to go out anytime.
Nah.
And whatever we were feeling was not necessarily what we fixed, but who knows, I could be wrong. But I think you're going to get stranded at some point in time.
So there you have it. The Drift Daily is all fixed and ready to be drifted again. Probably not. I don't want any issues to happen with it, especially when I have to worry about the FRS and the S13 getting ready for the Pro-Am. So I'm going to go ahead, swap on my RPF ones onto the rear, get on my way to Orlando, and leave Drift Dad to go play his games, Fallout 4.
I got some super mutants and raiders to kill.
All right, well, hey, thank you for your help.
All right, no, thank you.
Always fun.
Yep.
Father-son bonding time, even though it's all working on the cars. We just need to get out there drifting. So, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And Drift Dad and I will see you guys next time. Peace.